Jimmy Makhlouf.
Hi.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you for inviting me.
Broadcasting live from Dubai. This is Dream Inspire TV talk show. And this is Elias speaking to you right away from Dubai. Jimmy Makhlouf. Few of you have heard about this name, but today we need him by himself. He's here. I just invited him here so that he can tell us how he started here in Dubai. And about the show, talking about the Dream Inspire TV talk show. Inspiration, motivation, education together. Okay, bind them together so that we can have the real talk. Please, Jimmy Makhlouf.
Hi.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you for inviting me on your show, Elias.
Thank you very much. Our viewers need to know you exactly because there is some stories which I know from your side. It was Lebanon, and then Nigeria, but unfortunately or fortunately in Dubai. We need to know that journey, how it started first of all, by who is Jimmy Makhlouf?
I am born in Lebanon, then spent the first 10 years in Nigeria, and then came back to Lebanon. We are 4 siblings in our family. I studied electronics engineer, and I came to Dubai in 2008. I started with the oil and gas company as service engineer, fixing electrical equipment on offshore and onshore rigs. And then I shifted after some time into project management for 5 years, and now for the last 7 years in supply chain. And the reason I came to Dubai, it was unexpected. It was a dream come true for me. I always dreamt about this place to be, and here I am.
Okay, so tricky in Nigeria, and then from there, how did you find yourself in a dream country?
I'm a big believer. So I believe that the way I grew up in Nigeria and the culture I have with me led me to be more comfortable in Dubai, and my Lebanese roots. This entire combination, because in Nigeria we were living in a very international culture. I was in a French school, and we have from so many different cultures as well in Lebanon. And coming to Dubai was easy because I already was introduced earlier to other cultures and make the connection easier.
Okay, so you decided to be here working, but also later to invest in Dubai. Why you didn't choose other countries all over the world, even Nigeria or Lebanon, the place where you're coming from, but you decided to invest in Dubai?
The reason, because I've been here for the last 16 years. I didn't think about somewhere else because I already know how the society is, how the government functions, and all those things. I was more, if you want, comfortable doing it and knowing the people around. So it was easy to do the first step. Later on, I might move to other places, but for now, I'm happy here.
Okay, thank you. So I'm moving from that side because you have invested exactly on e-commerce.
Correct.
How does it work? Let us start from there.
E-commerce, my journey started 2 years back. But before those 2 years, I was working a lot on my mind, on my souls, on calming all those noises inside me to really know what my passion is, what do I want to build, what I want to do in my life. The common thing is supply chain, as I mentioned. It's a passion for me.
Okay.
So leveraging my experience in supply chain, whether to be in any kind of industry, I saw that e-commerce is the best place where to leverage it and use it. Speaking to suppliers, negotiating, shipping. Usually all sellers have difficulty in this field, but for me it was easy. I had to learn some other aspects of the business and combine them together and build something for the future.
Okay, so the e-commerce, meaning that, how does it work? Because most of the people hear about e-commerce, they might want to try. How does it work?
First of all, there's this misconception with people that I'm selling an item and it's not working. It doesn't work like that. You have to know what you're doing. Actually, in everything, if you are in real estate or engineering or any kind of field, you need to know what you're doing. And prior starting on e-commerce, I had to go through so many courses. I had to meet with like-minded people. I had to watch so many YouTube videos. I had to invest on myself first to understand how the e-commerce space works. Let's say, for example, Amazon, how the algorithm works, how you need to have your pictures, how to choose the products, how to write the listings. Those are all steps that you need to do, you need to learn prior starting on e-commerce. If you know the basics, if you know the knowledge, anything will be easy, not just on e-commerce, but anywhere else.
But I've seen some people starting the e-commerce business but still failing. Is it that kind of easy business, or it's a little bit tricky and hard?
It's not easy, and it's not hard. There is some skills you need to master in order to sell properly. For example, selling on any platform, e-commerce, even though you have the listings, you have the pictures, you have the knowledge, but still you need to bring outside traffic because people will not know if you are present. So mastering also online marketing will give a push to your business to get more traffic, and people will start knowing you.
Okay. I remember 2 years back, but I believe that you want me to share it. 2 years back, when you were starting that e-commerce business, there was a small boy born in your house.
Yes, correct.
So how, as a parent, I know how challenging it is, mostly when there is a small newborn in the house.
Exactly.
And you were starting the business that time. How can I ask you, how did you manage?
Actually, he was the reason for me to start the business. When he was born, my son, I found that I need to build something for him in the future. Have more time with him, spend more time with the family, because from a personal experience, as I told you, I grew up in Nigeria. So after some time, I had to go back to Lebanon to continue my education, and my father was away. And this really affected me in a way. And I said, I want to create something to always stay with my family. And that's the main reason I focused on e-commerce, because it will give me more flexibility later on in my life. And as you said, it was challenging because I'm an early riser. I woke up around 5:30 to work on my habits, to work on my stuff. But as a newborn, he was waking up much more in the night. Every 2 hours he needs to wake up. So I decided, okay, let me wake up earlier than 5 a.m. I used to wake up around 3 to 4 a.m. to work on my business, because after going in my corporate job and coming back, it was really tiring because I need to give him time. I need to give time to my family. So for about 4 to 5 months, I was all the time waking up around 3 to 4 to work on my business, because I made the promise to myself, I will always show up to my business no matter what. And I will always be consistent. And this is what brought me here, actually.
Okay, you started a business, but you were in a corporate world, employed. When you came here in Dubai, focused only to be employed.
Correct.
Am I correct?
Correct.
But how did you shift your mindset from being an employee to be an employer?
It came on different levels, but the main trigger was because in my current job, there were no way to grow or to get higher position or promotion or something. Every time something was interfering in my way, I said, well, maybe this is time to start building my own corporate.
So it's not about satisfaction. We are not satisfied, or human being is natural. We are not satisfied.
Actually, I like what I do. I love what I do, and I'm still loving what I do. I told you supply chain is a passion for me.
Okay.
But when I saw that I hit a plateau of growth and growing where I am, I said, okay, let me build something where I have the potential to grow and show my full potential. And of course, working on my mindset was very critical, with the support of my family, to really build this mindset, because it wasn't easy to shift, because the mind will always tell you not to go there, stay where you are, stay comfortable with what you're doing, don't go there, this is unsure, this is very unreal what you're doing. But I knew how to trick my mind. I knew that it was natural behavior from my mind to let me know that don't go there. But I was overcoming this by daily, if you want, affirmation, or by daily consistency, by showing every day that no, I don't want this, I want to be there. And this is what happens. And this is what giving me more motivation to continue what I'm doing.
Most of the people are employed here in Dubai, but they're stuck there. Renting an apartment, it's over. We need to know, because most of the people need also to hear from you. How can you transform your mind, that of moving from the employee side to the employer? How? Because consistency, fine. Not satisfied, fine. How to visualize my mind that I need to go this way?
How it happened for me and how it worked, you need to have a reason strong enough to believe in it. Because if you say, let's say you want to go to the gym, all right, but you go 1, 2, 3 times, 4 times, and then you stop. The reason is not because you're not happy with the gym or the membership or the place you're going. It is that you don't have a reason strong enough to visualize your new identity. The best was for me is visualizing my new identity and working on it no matter what.
Okay.
It was a strong reason for me. And this is what made me shift my mind while keeping focus on my current things that's happening. So my advice is to always find a reason stronger than you, something that you really believe in, you're passionate in it, not only even passion, your new identity, how do you want to see your end goal, work on it, and this will help you build your own habits accordingly. It's based on the identity you have, your habits and your daily actions and how you show up will be influenced every day.
Do you believe on comfortability that makes most of the people not to grow?
Yes, because this is how the mind works. It's something biological in us. It's something natural. But if you understand this behavior, you can always hack it and change it.
So what are you telling them, the people who are comfortable the place where they are, but every day they're thinking of growing? When they have a challenge, there is something which comes to them as a challenge, beats them. Now they are telling that, I think I need to grow, I need to move from this side. But when that challenge is gone, they relax and come back to the comfortability, the zone.
I say to everyone watching us, being comfortable, it's a big
setback.
Not setback, but it's a big sign that you need to be careful about. The moment you are comfortable about something, it's the moment you stop growing. You need to always find new challenges, because life will always get you challenges, will always give you problems. The satisfaction, it comes from solving those problems and not sitting back and watching over them. And also the main important thing, not to blame anyone or anywhere or any kind of circumstances you've been born in, brought to, or moved to a city, or any condition that happened. The only one to blame is yourself. You are responsible of your actions. Either you take it or not. It's your choice. And this is something, it's not easy. I advise that people should calm the noise inside them with some, let's say, doing what they like. Maybe sometimes they miss, I don't know, riding a bicycle for a long time. Just go and do it. Enjoy what you want to do. This will give you more peace with yourself, and you will understand better what do you want, where do you want to go. And slowly the mind will shift and get you where you want.
Okay. How do you manage your time, family, with kids and wife, together with you, business daily, but also with some corporate, which you are still on it? How do you balance that time?
I wake early. I sleep early, and I manage in a way to sleep 6 to 7 hours. I wake up early, I do my sports, I do some readings and writing. This is very essential to me. I'm obsessed about reading. And by that time, my son will wake up. I have breakfast with them, I have a nice morning with them, and I go to my corporate job. I work my full time, very focused, very dedicated. And once I come back, I spend time with my family. And once my son go back to sleep, I run my business.
How do you get those 7-8 hours? Because now the corporate takes you a lot of time. Also, you have that family time. How do you get those? And also the business time. How do you get the 7-8 hours?
Of sleep, you
Yeah.
mean?
Yes.
I work around 2 hours per night on my business.
That's enough?
That's enough.
And the business is growing.
Yes, and the weekend, of course, I have more time to work on, at least in the morning time.
Okay.
And the afternoon, of course, it was family time, which is, this is something sacred for me. The family time in the weekend, it's very important. So this is how I'm managing.
Okay.
And eventually, I'll be full-time on it. Hopefully. I'm working on it.
What was the goal? The goal of Jimmy? Because I believe 16 years back when you came here in Dubai, you have another goal.
Correct.
I believe it has changed. So it keeps changing, or you have the same goal from that time till today?
No, my goal has changed because, as you mentioned earlier, that I'm happy with my job and corporate, which I'm still happy, but seeing it on the long run, I don't see it anymore suitable for me. And I can here mention something, speaking of that every person, if you have a passion for a certain habit, or you want to build something, there is nothing wrong in changing later on. For let's say you are in real estate business. Maybe after a couple of years, you see that your passion is going somewhere else. It's good to go to that somewhere else and change, because your mindset is changing. The environment is changing. The people you are meeting on a daily basis will change. And all those factors will affect your mindset in a way. So maybe today you like real estate, or you like riding a bike, or you like anything. After 10 years, it will change. And this is what happened to me. I love the corporate life, but I reach a certain way that it's not I don't like it anymore, but I don't see myself in it for a long term. I see myself in another direction. And this is what brought me to work on this other direction.
I'm there. Practice makes perfection. You believe on that?
Yes.
Meaning that practicing the same thing for long run, it gives you to be perfect and expertise on that place.
I believe in that so much. It's actually doing the same thing every day, building the habit.
Consistency.
For
a long time.
For a very long time. And here I would like to say that it's a danger place also, the habit. Because the habit, if you do it every day, it will become automatic. It's true, they say that if you have a habit built automatically, it will free your mind to do something else. Let's say when you drive, you don't think about driving. It's just automatically in you. And you focus on the roads, if there is any cars ahead of you or anything. It becomes a habit. The danger of having this habit and not working on it, not to refine it. Because once you build a habit doing something every day, even though it becomes automatic and give you chance for something else, but don't forget to work on this habit from time to time, review it. If it is good, refine it more, build a better habit, refine it even better.
Okay.
This will eventually lead to some good results. And if you want to show up or build something or change your mindset, don't do the bad habit or the other habit twice afterwards.
Okay.
You might slack for one day of not doing something because you're tired, you have family emergencies, you have anything. But don't do it also the other day. Just go back on your feet and change it directly. Because the bad habits are very dangerous and very quickly in a downward spiral. It will affect you a lot. But building a habit positively, even though it's only 1% every day, but over the course of year, you already progressed 30, 40%.
Okay. I'm taking this as a quote. Life begins at 40. 5 years to come. Who will be Jimmy?
The business that I'm building on e-commerce, the main motive to build it was to help back my community. That was the big goal of it. Of course, I want to live good with my family from that business, because you have bills to pay, you have living, you need the money. But the reason I'm pushing a lot on this business to grow, because I want to help back my community back home. This is one of the purpose, take care of kids and elderly people.
Two things, growth and happiness. They differ, or it's the same word?
No, those.
Different. What is growth to you and what is happiness to you?
Growth is when you see yourself better than before.
Okay.
It's when you find some achievements that you're able to reach closer to your goal. And of course, this is happiness, because the moment you reach closer to your goal, you know that you are able to give what your end goal is, which in my case is to give back to my community.
Okay.
This is one of the main things and my main motive to push doing this.
Okay. So you want your community to grow or to be happy?
Of course, to grow. Of course, to grow.
Not happy.
Of course, if they grow, they are happy. They are linked together. You cannot deny happiness from growth. You cannot put them aside.
You can grow without being happy too.
Grow older, yes, but grow from inside,
Okay.
no.
Okay. So 5 years to come, Jimmy will be serving the community what he is building now.
Yes. I want to assist people. I want to bring them. I want to serve my community. For me, happiness is serving. And this is one of the ways I want to serve.
Okay.
And this is what brings me or motivates me on a daily basis, what I'm doing every day. Yes.
Okay. So Jimmy, to the community, what about the family, the growth of the family now?
I want to raise my son, and hopefully I have another kid or something, to always be compassionate, to always have this humble behavior, to always think outside the box, to always serve people, and do what you like, do what's your passion. Because where I grew up, we don't have entrepreneurs or business owners in my family. I have to learn everything from the books, from people I meet, from conferences, from everything. I want to instill this in my family, in my kids, and let them explore their own ways. Let them do whatever they want. Let them challenge themselves. This is what I want to instill in my family now, in 5 years, in 10 years, in 15 years. Let them have their entrepreneur mindset, not necessarily in business, but in every aspect of their life. To question everything, to do what they want, not to follow rules. Of course, rules and discipline and following some ethics, it's very important to build a good human being. Because as a parent, maybe the main objective is to build a good human being in the society, to be someone good with everyone, but also educate them to be good. In my opinion, is not enough. They have to serve the community as well.
The father was a chef.
Correct.
The son is an entrepreneur, and also he just moved to supply chain and kinds of stuff. You are an entrepreneur, now we are pushing others to be with an entrepreneurial mindset.
Correct.
How did you manage to move from that kind of life? The father was a chef. You did not go through that way. You moved to another way.
Correct. At the beginning, let me tell you the story. Because my father has been a very well-known chef, and he's been in this field for so many years. So the easiest path is to go in this path and continue with him. I remember when I submitted an exam in hotel management, I failed. I failed in the exam, and I was so happy about it. And everyone in the family, they told me, how can you be happy about failing an exam? I told them, because this is something I don't like. I have a big respect to what my father do, but this is not what I like. I like something more has to do with physics and mathematics. That's why I went into engineering. And when I started my idea, before effectively building it, the business, I had so many concerns from my family. Why are you doing this? Say in the corporate, it's more safe and stuff. But my father was supportive to this idea. He told me, if this is what you like, just do it. Go. And later on, when I was very insisting, then the support of everyone came along. But I never had any, if you want, bad judgment or criticizing from any of my family, either my wife or my parents and the siblings. At the contrary, at the beginning, stay safe, you have a family and stuff. But deep inside, I felt that they want to push me and encourage me to do whatever I want. Just build it, do your own thing. And now they are being more open and open about it, seeing the passion I have and seeing the progress I made too.
Okay. Congratulations for that, Jimmy, moving from that side to another side, because most of the people are failing. Because the father might like, or the parents might like this kind of life for the kid. And they are pushing to that path. You are not going anywhere. You have to use this way, which we used before. Because for them, it looks like it's working. Okay, so Jimmy, what else can you tell the viewers who are watching you now all over the world, and they are in the corporate world, they're not happy or they're happy, it doesn't matter, but they are thinking of growing, but they are stuck there, they cannot get out. How can you advise those kind of people?
First of all, if those people think about their parents, how they guided them, there is nothing wrong or nothing correct. This is a path that will lead you that way, and this is a path that will lead you another way. There is some successful, very successful people in the corporate who enjoy the job of corporate, who enjoy the politics inside the corporate, how to get up in the ladder. This is a passion for them. And people find passion in something else. So my advice to everyone, whatever passion you have, learn about it, because in my opinion, knowledge is the basics for everything. You cannot just jump into a subject or build something or let's say follow your dream if you don't have knowledge. Knowledge is very important, either by hiring a coach or purchasing a course or getting along with like-minded people, conferences or something, because those people have already built it. Be with them and they will help you build your own path.
Okay.
This is what I advise people, that build your knowledge. Don't do something you're not aware about it or you don't have knowledge.
Oh, okay. The last one, allow me, because
one more thing, sorry to interrupt you.
Okay.
The more knowledge you have, the more confident to move a certain path.
Okay.
If you don't have the knowledge and you decided to pursue a certain path, failures will be there. And this will discourage you, saying, I should not go there. But if you have knowledge, failures will eventually be on your way. Nothing will be smooth in life. But you will have enough knowledge, enough critical thinking, enough mindset to overcome those challenges, and you will be happy what you're doing. And you'll be always, if you want, encouraged or motivated to do what you're doing.
Oh, okay. I know you have a tight schedule, but allow me to ask these two things. Knowing of languages and also exposure, to be exposed to the world, does it help on growth?
Of course, it will help. I know 3 languages, French, English, and Arabic. I was in a French school. And Dubai is a very amazing place with the infrastructure built, with all those nationalities around. I ask everyone to take advantage of this. Meeting new people. There is on a daily basis conferences. Wherever you go, you see someone different than you. Learn from those cultures. Don't stick to your own culture. Be open to other ideas. This eventually will lead you to wherever you want.
Okay. Do you have anything to add to Dream Inspire TV talk show?
Always show up to what you want to do. Always show up to your dream. Do not let it go like that. Work on it. Eventually it will happen. But don't stop.
Okay. Thank you so much. This was Jimmy Makhlouf, the entrepreneur in e-commerce from corporate world, Lebanon, Dubai, Nigeria, all of the places. Son of a chef, without forgetting that. This is Elias Becky. I think and I believe that you have been inspired a lot from Jimmy Makhlouf.
Thank you again, Elias, for having me on your show.
Thank you so much. And please, welcome and feel comfortable here in our studios.
Anytime.
Till next time, the end of this show is the preparation for the next show. Dream Inspire TV talk show right away from Dubai. saying bye for now.